Hello children, welcome back to chemistry session. In previous session we have seen concept of mole and molar mass. In today's session we are going to talk about percentage composition. Let's start today's session. Percentage composition. Let us see what is meant by percentage composition. Percentage composition is nothing but the mass percentage of element in the given compound. The mass percentage of element in the given compound is called as percentage compound. For example, we want to find out percentage composition of any element. Let us say any compound. For example, sulfuric acid. Chemical form of sulfuric acid or molecular form of sulfuric acid H2SO4. Here we need to find out mass percentage of hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen in the compound. If you want to find out percentage of element in the compound, we have to find out molar mass of the given molecule. Let's see, molar mass of sulfuric acid. Molar mass of sulfuric acid we have seen in previous session. That is, molar mass of sulfuric acid is 98 grams. It is the sum of the atomic mass of elements in the given molecule. Here two hydrogen atoms are there. 2 into 1. 2 into hydrogen plus 1 sulfur atom is there. 1 sulfur atom and 4 oxygen atom. The sum of atomic mass of elements in the given molecule. Here 2 into hydrogen atomic mass 1, sulfur atomic mass 32, oxygen atomic mass 16. 2 1 are 2, 32 plus 4 16 are 64. 64 plus 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8. 6 plus 3 9. 98 gram per mole. So 98 gram per mole is the molar mass of sulfuric acid. If you want to find out mass percentage of element in the compound, it is the ratio between mass of the element by molar mass of the compound into 100. Formula of percentage of element is percentage composition. Percentage composition is equal to atomic mass. Atomic mass of element by molar mass of the compound. Molar mass of compound or molecule. It must be multiplied with 100. Is called percentage composition. Let us find out percentage composition of hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen in sulfuric acid molecule. We have already found molar mass of sulfuric acid is 98 grams. 98 gram per mole. Molar mass. Mass percentage of sulfur. Mass percentage of sulfur is equal to atomic mass of sulfur. Atomic mass of sulfur by molar mass of compound. Molar mass of compound into 100. Atomic mass of sulfur is 32. Molar mass of compound is 98. 38 by 100 into 100. If you simplify this, you will get percentage of sulfur here. Next, mass percentage of or percentage composition of hydrogen. is equal to atomic mass of hydrogen. Atomic mass of hydrogen by molar mass of compound. Molar mass of compound here number of hydrogen atoms are 2. So mass of hydrogen atom is 2. 2 by 98 into 100 because it contains 2 hydrogen atoms here. So 2 into atomic mass of hydrogen, that is equal to 2. We know that atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Next, mass percentage of oxygen. Mass percentage of oxygen is equal to atomic mass of hydrogen, or better write mass of hydrogen. Mass of hydrogen, mass of oxygen by molar mass of compound into 100. Mass of oxygen how much? 64 grams. 64. That's 4 atoms. 64 plus molar mass of sulfur equals to 19 into 100. To simplify this, we will get mass percentage of each element in the compound. Let's see then. 32 by 98. So 32 3s are 96 and around 3 times around. So 100 by 3, 33.83%. We are considering approximate values, not exact values. Here 98 means approximately 1.1. Approximately. So here 2.2. 2.2% of hydrogen is present here. Next, 64 by 98. The 98 means approximately 1.1. 64 into 1.1. So on and around we get 64.1%. When we add them, we will get total composition is 100%. Let us add them. 64.1%, 2.2%. 33.3%. 6. Here 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3, 9. So 99.6%. So on and around we got 99.6%. Because we have considered here approximate values. So in sulfuric acid, percentage composition of sulfur is 33.33%, around 33.33%, and percentage composition of hydrogen is around 2.2%. And percentage composition of oxygen is around 64.1%. So this is the way we have to find out percentage composition in the given molecule or a compound. Let's see one more example. We have to remember the formula. Mass of the element. Mass of the element by mass of the element by mass of molar mass of the compound by 100. And out percentage composition of water. Molecular formula of water is H2O. And molar mass of water. Molar mass of water is 18 grams. 18 grams per mole. Let us find out mass percentage or percentage composition of hydrogen and oxygen in water molecule. Percentage composition of hydrogen. is equal to mass of hydrogen. Mass of hydrogen, 2 atoms are here, so 2. And molar mass of water, 18. 2 by 18 into 100. Next, percentage composition of oxygen. Percentage composition of oxygen is equal to mass of oxygen. Mass of oxygen is nothing but atomic mass of oxygen 16 by molar mass of water 18 into 100. 2 1s and 2 9s. 200 and we get around 11.11%. And here 2 8 the 60, 16 to 9 the 80. 9 11, so around 11.11%. This is equal to 88.88%. And add the you get and around 99.99%. This is the percentage composition of hydrogen is 11.11%. Percentage composition of oxygen is 88.88% in water molecule. So this is the way we have to find out percentage composition of element in the given molecule. Empirical formula and molecular formula. Empirical formula and molecular formula. Let us start today's session, empirical formula and molecular formula. Let us see the definitions of empirical formula first. Empirical formula is the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of different elements in the given molecule. I am repeating, children. Empirical formula is the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of different elements in the given compound. For example, empirical formula of benzene. Empirical formula of benzene is CH. And glucose. Empirical formula of glucose is CH2O. And empirical formula of water H2O. So these are some of the examples of empirical formula. So which indicates simplest whole number ratio of atoms of different elements in the given molecule. Here benzene empirical formula CH. Glucose empirical formula CH2O. Water empirical formula H2O. When we talk about molecular formula, then you can understand empirical formula definition. Now let us talk about molecular formula. Molecular formula represents the actual number of atoms of each element present in the given molecule. I am repeating. Molecular formula represents the actual number of atoms or the total number of atoms present in the given molecule of the substance. This is called molecular formula. Here, molecular formula of benzene. Benzene molecular formula C6H6. Molecular formula of benzene is C6H6. Molecular formula of glucose C6H12O6. Molecular formula of glucose C6H12O6. Molecular formula of water H2O. Here these are empirical formulas and these are molecular formula. So molecular formula of benzene C6H6. That means actual number of atoms of different elements present in the given molecule. Here molecular formula of benzene is C6H6 and its empirical formula CH, because here n means positive integer. Integer is 6. When we divide positive integer by HCl, highest common factor, then we get simplest whole number ratio of the different atoms in the given molecule, that is CH here. And molecular formula of glucose C6H12O6. Here HCl, highest common factor is 6. When we divide these numbers, number of atoms by 6, we get CH2O. CH2O is the simplest whole number ratio of atoms of different elements in the compound. So this is the way we have to write out empirical formula and molecular formula. Now let us talk about relation between them, empirical formula and molecular formula. Molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. What is that here? N is positive integer here. N is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on. So, molecular formula. If you want to find out molecular formula of the given substance, then we must know N value and empirical formula. Then N is equal to, or if you want to find out N value, then it's the ratio of molecular formula. Molecular formula upon empirical formula. For example, in case of benzene, we want to find out N value in benzene. Benzene, molecular formula C6H6. So N is equal to molecular formula benzene C6H6 by empirical formula benzene CH. So what is N value here? N value is 6 here. Okay, this is the way we have to find out empirical formula and molecular formula. And if you know the one value, you can find out another value. This is called empirical formula and molecular formula. Let us do some problems based on empirical formula and molecular formula. Let's see. The compound contains the compound contains 69.9% iron and 30.1% oxygen. (69.9% iron and 30.1% oxygen). And find empirical formula. This is the given problem, children. Here the compound contains 69.9% iron and 30.1% oxygen. Then how to find out empirical formula? Remember, if you want to find out empirical formula by using the data, we have to follow steps. So let us do the problem in following steps. In step 1, so let us do the problem in terms of tabular form, children. The tabular form indicates in what way we can do the problem. Solution of the problem. Iron. Elements are here. Iron and oxygen. So first column is element name. First column indicates element name. Next, second column indicates here they have given in percentage. We have to convert percentage into grams. Means mass of element. Mass of element into grams. What is the mass of iron here? 69.9%. So 69.9% is equal to 69.9 grams. Mass of iron is 69.9 grams because percent is equal to 100 grams. Next, oxygen 30.1% is equal to 30.1 gram. Second column, mass of element. Next, third column, atomic mass. Atomic mass of an element, third column. Atomic mass of iron is 56 mu or 56 grams. 56 grams. Oxygen 16 grams or 16 mu. Atomic mass of iron 56, oxygen 16. Let us see here what it asked here. They asked here dioxygen. So it is dioxygen. Dioxygen means O2 children. O2 means its mass is different. Molecular mass of oxygen 32 mu. So third column atomic mass. Now we have to find out number of moles. Number of moles. Number of moles denoted by m. How can we find out number of moles? It's the ratio of mass of the element by atomic mass of the element. What is mass of iron here? 69.9 by atomic mass of iron 56. If you divide mass of the element by atomic mass of the element, which gives number of moles of the element. Similarly, oxygen. Mass of the oxygen 30.1 and molecular mass of oxygen 32. If you simplify this, you will get mass of the number of moles of the element. We have to simplify this chapter. 69.9 by 56, 30.1 by 32. I have already simplified this. I am writing values directly here. Here 0.94. If you simplify this value, 69.9 you will get 1.25. Here oxygen 30.1 you will get 0.94 moles. So this is called number of moles. Now we have to find out the simplest mole ratio of the elements. Now we have to find out simplest ratio of the elements. Or you can write mass ratio of the element. Mass ratio of the element. To find out mass ratio of the element, we have to divide the number of moles of each element by smaller value among them. When we divide number of moles of each element by smaller value or the smallest value among themselves, which gives mass ratio of the element. So here 1.25 by 0.94 with the smallest value among themselves. Here 0.94 by 0.94. Here 0.94 by 94 is equal to 1. Here 1.25 by 0.94. How much we get? Let's simplify it. 94. 125 by 94. 94 1 by 94. Minus 5 minus 4 1. Here 12 minus 9 3. 0. 94 3s. 3 4s are 12. 3 9s are 27 28. So 3 2 8. So 1.3. So here we got here 1.3, here 1. Here here mass ratio of iron is 1.3. So we got the value in fraction. We want the values in the whole numbers. Suppose we have to convert the value in the whole number, so that we have to multiply this value with smallest whole number or smallest integer, then the value would be converted to the simplest whole number, because next step we want simplest whole number ratio. Simplest whole number ratio. For simplest whole number ratio, in case of decimals or in case of fractions, if we get the values like this, we have to multiply these decimals with a suitable integer, then this value would be converted to the smallest whole numbers. Here, let us consider the suitable or smallest integer is 3. Multiply this value with 3 here. In both cases, 1.3 into 3 here, 1 into 3. Here 1.3 into 3 means it is equal to 3.9. And here 1 into 3 is equal to 3. So 3.9 on and around is equal to 4. Because we are considering one digit, one decimal point. So this is equal to 4. This is equal to 3. So now let us write empirical formula. So empirical formula is equal to, how many iron atoms are here? Fe 4. Write this number as subscript of the element. Next, oxygen O2, OT into 3 means O6. Fe4 O6, it can be written as 2 into Fe2 O3. Here Fe4 O6. Here HCF is 2. It also can be written as Fe2O3, because HCF, highest common factor is 2 here. That means n value is 2 here. If we divide 4 by 2, we will get 2. If we divide 6 by 2, we will get 3. So Fe2O3. Or it can be also written as 2 Fe2O3. This is empirical formula of the given problem. So the compound containing 69.9% iron, 30.1% dioxygen, then find empirical formula. So this is the way we have to find out empirical formula as well as molecular formula of the given compound. First, we have to find out mass of the element. In the problem they are given in percentage composition. We have to convert percentage composition to grams. Next, we have to write atomic mass of the element. When we divide mass of the element by atomic mass, we get number of moles. Now, we have to find out mass ratio of the element. For calculating mass ratio of the element, we have to divide the smallest value among themselves. Then we get mass ratio of the element. After that, we need to find out simplest whole number ratio. That means, in case of mass ratio of the element is decimal, we have to multiply them with the smallest integer. Then the value should be converted into whole numbers. So this is the way we have to find out empirical formula as well as molecular formula of the given compound. I hope you understand this, children. We'll meet you in next session. Thank you.